of niggas is walking around with unhealed trauma, and I'm gonna take the opportunity. I went to therapy, and one of the things people need to understand, trauma don't necessarily mean like you got beat on as a kid or somebody was touching on you. It could just be unresolved stuff that you let sit
Yeah.
and never
Right.
address. So, like for me, for example, I'm a middle child in between two girls. So already know that's why I'm so loud. That's why I'm so, what I'm saying? Like I gotta be extra boisterous so you can be heard. All of these things. But if you don't know that, or if you don't try to understand that,
Right.
you're gonna walk around with stuff, your reactions to how life impacts you,
Yeah.
or what I'm saying? You're not gonna know why your reactions are the way they are, or how your life turned out
Right.
the way they are. So you really got to sit down and figure it out, because we at an age now and in society now where I don't care what you going through, nigga. I will blow you down if you like. It was a situation my
Yes.
cousin was telling me, he got into it with some dude. It was totally justified. Dude was just on one, so he was like, "Brother, I was finna blow this nigga down because he getting out of pocket.
Right.
I'm going to it to smoke you." And the dudes that knew him was like, "Nah, bro, he going through something." That's not an excuse. If you got stuff going on, you really need to talk to somebody. Moral of the story is a lot of niggas is running around here with unchecked bipolar, unchecked depression, unchecked a lot of stuff, and it manifests in ways where you don't expect it. For example, like let's say in your life, you always was the person who never got congratulated on doing good in life, just growing up and through whatever. So now either you don't try because you don't get the congratulations, or you seek validations from anywhere possible.
Yeah.
And you do stuff to try to get that validation. You become a junkie to it. Until people really sit down with somebody that can analyze the thoughts that they got in their head and the behaviors they exhibit, they is never gonna get better. And it's coming from somebody who sat down and thought, I'm cool. Everybody got their problems, but
I ain't never did therapy, but as I got older, I realized, because now I'm the oldest out of all my siblings, and I got a bunch of step brothers and step sisters and stuff like that. But when I was young, I was always the oldest, and then when my brother and sister came, they got the same dad. I got a different dad. When I was younger, I used to think that like, oh, you treat me different because I don't have their daddy. And after I got older, I realized my mom just realized that I could handle a lot more than they could. And that's why she kind of didn't treat me the way she treated them. She was on, I felt, now I look back, I say she coddled them a lot more than she coddled me. I was like, you a lonely child. You've been a lonely child for about 9 years before you had siblings. You kind of got the motion. Like, just do the things you need to do. Like, I shouldn't have to like hover over you.
Yeah.
And now as an adult, I realize that, because now I got kids and I'm like, no, I have a child I have to hover over a little bit.
See, but that's the thing. Life taught you the lesson that you would have learned if you had therapy or whatever the case. A lot of people is waiting for life to teach them that lesson, and that's gonna come into a situation where you might not be able to get out of.